Good morning. I'm going to read so I don't ramble. I'm trying still to get my story out. Okay, I promise I'm just going to read so I don't ramble. December 24th, 2025. How I record things in this journal entry. I text myself an email. I try to speak clearly and also of the text is okay, but so much is missing words to the sentence. Actually, I've edited it already. So much is missing words to the sentence is so mixed up that when I immediately reread it, that it hardly makes sense to me anymore. That happens all the time, and I wonder if that is how I talk when I am muddled. What I must sound like to people. I know others who know me now, even some in Mexico, now can tell when I don't feel good when I'm with Jack. Oh, you didn't see I did the quotation marks. Okay. Oh, fuck, I touched the wrong thing. Um, Jack's what I call my symptoms. I make light of my memory and say how it's a good thing I'm so forgetful now. How I will not remember things like that, usually, so that it's a blessing. But inside, I can also think I'm getting dementia. It is not going away. My memory is getting worse, but truth be told, when I get the headaches, the fog, and all the shit that happens, I have to let things go. Deep thoughts. I meditate, distract myself so the symptoms go away. And in the process, I will forget until it happens again, like not remembering to bring earplugs, for example. I make all kinds of lists, but at least 50% of the time, still I can't find them, and then go into symptoms after 5 or 10 minutes of looking, so I have to let that go too. True story. I'm in such a bad place. I can find joyous moments, like yesterday, the heart doctor I'm dealing with right now is just amazing. I sent him something. He sent me a little heart back. Of course, he's a heart doctor. Giving me the Holter monitor. I wore the Holter monitor and it didn't work for a couple hours only. Oh, right, out of the 24, but it got good readings, he said. So he sent it home with me again anyway because he said there was something interesting there. And anyway, yesterday I didn't want to put it on again because I just had 24 hours of having to wear this bulky Holter monitor and I kind of wanted to get dressed up. So he just let me take it home. Um, I can't remember so much from yesterday. To think is really hard. And what I do remember is that I'm such a contradiction. I am lost. I really think I really just miss home. Yesterday I was really sad because I miss my life. I really miss my life. This is so different than it was last year here. Like, it was hard, but I had a trip booked home for January. It was the first time I'd ever been away for Christmas. I've looked a couple of times for flights home now, but it's really expensive right now. And then yesterday popped in my head, that maybe I just needed to go home for like a month or something. And then I remembered I don't even have a bed in my house. And I've been trying to rent it out. And it's the middle of winter. And then me bringing furniture in when I'm going to just sell it anyway. And who would even help me lift the little things in without me hounding and groveling for the help? Then I get the headache too, and just that whole lost thing coming down on my head again, having no idea. I'm still just wandering around, and in that sense I don't think it's any different than it was when I first had my accident. In the late afternoon around 6 yesterday, I dressed up. I wore my white dress, the guest dress, when the fringe on the bottom. And it's funny, I did this surgery thing last year to look younger, to kind of wipe away the lines, the wrinkles from the last few years. and the weight loss 22 years ago, and combined with my healthy lifestyle and living, I'm athletic. I know I'm beautiful. Feels really weird to say the words out loud. And so many men want me, and I am incredibly lonely, so I go out because I like when people look. I don't feel invisible then. It helps me feel good for a minute until the same sadness and loneliness creep in. Fact, I won't let anyone in. There's so many men that want to date me and are so interested in me. Then they gush and say how beautiful I am. And the Mexican men especially. I love you. You are so beautiful. And the whole time I'm thinking, screaming in my head, how can you say that? You have no idea who I am and anything about my life. I think inside how broken and pathetic I am, every day sick in that horrible, painful, confusing fog, and how being with someone only makes that worse, that I can only hang on to trying to be a little normal for a day or so, and then I fall into that horrible concussed state of no return until I turn the world off, thinking, conversations, both verbal and nonverbal, off, and into the silence and darkness and quiet, focusing on feeding myself healthy, regaining my sleep, regular exercise until the pain and the fog lifts again. I danced in the street last night for a song or two when I saw my friend Brenda. She had a man friend there that came and sat right away. He was nice, but I'm just dead inside. It's just like I want them to look, but please don't talk to me. Mostly I'm so foggy. In the evenings, it's really bad. It's not just foggy. I always feel like I have a sinus headache. Not shooting pain usually, but a never-ending ache. My brain is always fogged up. I have some clear moments, but I don't know if I'm ever really clear. In the evening, my brain is always fatigued. I don't last long talking. I've been doing this for an hour now. It's better when I started. They just don't understand, but outside of my concussion groups, how could they? Side note, I haven't even been attending those lately. When my speech became bad a few months ago, I stopped talking, but I would still listen into the twice monthly one that I really like, but now I don't even do that. I am also very tired of acknowledging and listening to other people like me and all the crappy symptoms and bullshit that happens to us. And I really hate to hear from anyone, I'm so lucky I had my husband or wife or daughter or friend, etc., whom without I don't know how I would have gotten through their concussion nightmare. I get sad and I also get mad. The rage in me is growing again. After about my usual 10 minutes or so, I left the dancing in the street and I went to Jack's, more of an indoor-outdoor place where they play good music. But I used to love to dance. Mexico out my window. But it was so loud, the music's so loud there. I thought that today I was going to dress nice. That would mean yesterday. I kind of think that was what was in my mind, that I would go to Jack's, just dress nice in the white dress and dance and have a good time. Actually stay a while like I did about a month and a half ago. Maybe let someone in. I met a nice couple. I could sit with them because the bar was busy except where there was a bunch of men, and of course I hate being hit on. I'm incredibly lonely, but it's the same thing. I'm so lonely, but don't talk to me for so long, for too long. The band was just so loud, I just couldn't stay there for very long. My head was pounding, and I just can't take that anymore. Of course, I forgot my earbuds, as I forget how loud and bothering me the music was I went back to the music in the street after a bit. I went back to where Brenda was, and it seemed loud now, and I just knew I was tired in my brain. I was just foggy. Like, it was like 7:30. I think I left at 6. My brain heard, oh, and they played, oh, a song that reminded me of Brent, and tears welled up. That's why I really left, plus the other stuff. I just had to leave. Once again, I have been on the verge of tears all day over the last few days, and I know the next few will be hard unless my body can cooperate and allow me to ride. Mexico. My hand is so bad though. It's a knuckle, it's so swollen, hurts so much. For my age, whatever, I have already edited it. For my age, whatever, without trying to be conceited, it's like I am beautiful creature. 7 a.m. now. I've been up since 4, but apparently, according to my Fitbit, I slept good. So many times men ask me if I'm a model, or men and women saying that. I do have good posture, and probably just the way I don't turn my head and stuff makes me look like that, but it's because my neck hurts. I have to be good posture because when I slump, I have herniated discs in my neck. It hurts. But anyway, I just float around, and that's what I do. I wander. People think because I go to the plaza and I go to the places where there's music, I'm just partying and having a great time, but I'm not. I don't drink. I just wander around, and for the most part, when I'm dressed up, I look beautiful. And when someone talks for me too long, like 5 minutes or more, I'm gone. I find a reason to leave. And I just wander around the corner and stop somewhere else for a while. Until again it becomes too much, or either from attention or loud music or whatever, and then I walk to the Buceria sign, like it's in the plaza here by the ocean. And I watch the ocean for a bit, and until the gathering of men around me become too large. They never, it's the Mexican men, they shyly move in. Not ever threatening or in a scary way, but, just that I might look at them and they could talk or something. Buy me a beer, cerveza. Okay, okay, anyway. Prolong like 5 minutes. I find a reason to leave. I just wander on the corner. Okay, go to the Buceria sign. I watch the ocean for a bit till this gathering around too large, and then I leave again. And anyway, this guy Luis from the Beast restaurant, who's been so nice to me and just been hounding me. Not hounding, he's very nice, asking me, I guess I call it hounding, but asking me out to a date, the beach. Like he's definitely not he's not like, sexually advancing on me or anything. He's just probably he's like a nice guy. Anyway, I can't deviate. So Luis from the beach restaurant, I walked in the area. I didn't see him, wasn't really looking, but it's just on my normal walk that I have to kind of walk by that earlier. And the same, I didn't really want to talk to anyone, didn't want to talk to him anyway, just because he seems nice, but he's getting too close. So I went to the Buceria sign, and he found me there. Kind of startled me at first because, I was crying from the tearing up of that song when I left Brenda and her friends. He gave me a gift, a pretty little necklace. But I made sure he left me very fast with my words, just trying to say that I was sick. I was. I don't know. I don't know. He actually interrupted me because I was crying. I was there. There was a song that was playing, and maybe I'm a bit sad because I lost Brent, my ex-husband of 30 years. I loved him, but anyway, okay, whatever, I'm rambling. I've come to rely on him so much this past year, especially all through my accident, but this year, a lot, and I'm crying now just saying the word. That was when I was typing. So it's probably a source part of my own life, and it's Christmas, and I have so many offers from people to like come for dinner or what am I doing, and just I don't know. So many people are, what am I doing on Christmas Day? Even Allie, the young girl that works in the store, Gennaro's sister, Hanaro, and I just want to be close my windows and not even say anything to my neighbors. I just want to be alone, ride my bike a lot. I want to forget it's Christmas this year. Be in places where no one knows me. I can just have casual conversations and somebody else's kids can bring my heart special moments of gratitude and love. And I just want to wait till these days are over. I don't want to have to look at my messages and see Merry Christmas from anyone. I don't want to respond to anyone. I feel my heart's just broken. I miss my kids so much. I miss the boys. I miss my life. I've been thinking yesterday, I'm Nana. I don't want to move to Mexico. Don't want to have to move to Mexico. I don't want to live here. I don't want to have other people's kids looking to me like I'm their grandma or aunt. I miss being Nana to my own grandkids. They have been the breath in my lungs and what has made my heart sing with joy. With a joy I have never felt before. And more than 17 years, because I fell in love with Jake that day when he was living. We were living through the renovation at the house. And I had found out that Chelsea was pregnant. Oh yeah, I had to stop for about 5 minutes or so, just bawl my eyes out at that part. And even if they're older and they have things to do, I really miss being Nana. And it took a while to remember what my therapist Teresa said, that she's right. And she's right. The way Chelsea's kids are being raised, they're already narcissistic. My daughter has very big drug addictions, and she has been very abusive to me. It's why I would co-raise my grandkids. Well, when they were with her, I raised my grandkids for the last, well, not 17 years, 14, because of my accident. And I couldn't anymore. And she's right. The way Chelsea's kids are being raised, they're already narcissistic and have been cruel to me. I won't talk about what happens. And it will just get worse, and I know she's right. That day on my bike changed my whole life. I don't know. Maybe I would have not been able to take her abuse anyways without the accident going forward, and they still would be changing anyway, entering their teenage years, even my Logan. I just missed the past 3 years, and I just really do miss them, and I really miss my own life right now. I am sick of fucking doctors dealing with this heart issue. It's been at least 2 months, and my hand refuses to heal. I had that cortisone shot just to hopefully make it go away, but nope. I don't even have the motivation to put the TENS machine on it and do the rehab for it. Totally not me. And then I've been coughing for at least 2 weeks. This is like it being better. It's this really thick phlegm, and I don't feel like having to go to a doctor for that. I am just tired and incredibly depressed. I'm so lonely, but I will not let anyone in. Seems people have hurt me so much. It feels like I've touched the electric fence so many times, and I don't want to touch it anymore. And the more men say how beautiful I am, and they all do that. A new guy, handsome, my age, similar to my old life, in my old life, a potential dream come true partner, new renter, is in the apartment building right now. And the other day I met him, and he was just hitting on me so much, and at first it was nice. We did talk for a long time. I had a really strong connection. I really liked him. But he just kept coming on so strong, and I was telling him, the sex thing, that I love that. I'm very physical, but When men push that on me too soon now, it's a red flag to me that that's all they want, and my hackles are raised that people just want things from me. And I know many men, well, whatever the reasons, they want things from me, and I think now, even if they are really nice and genuine, I know there are those too. I know there's lots of those too. Then that, well, I also know I'm broken. People just don't understand, but again, how could they? And the longer my life keeps getting the more pathetic, confusing layers added in, the longer and more difficult my story is to tell and to share with when people do offer to help and that they want to be there with me. I've explained things so many times to like my sister, other people that say they'll help me through this, and then I've learned already, it's just wasting my words because they don't help. Like, just even little things, like they listen and then they forget, and then I'm chasing them. No, I will. And so I've already learned to save my words when I tell people anything, when it's just like wasting my cognitive time, when I could use that same energy of words to hire somebody to actually help me get the thing done that I need done. The email written or whatever. That's a deviation. But they want to be there for me. I sent myself the talk to text email an hour ago now. Hour and 15. More for the video. Hour and a half. Hour ago, and this muddled up mess is all I can do as I'm falling into the fuzzy fog again. I will try to video it now and only read for my channel and not to ramble. I hate the ramble. I used to be so clear, focused, articulate, talked all day long to my clients, co-workers, friends, family, neighbors, and so much more. Done.